Good morning from York University in Toronto, Canada. My name is Charles Hopkins, and I hold the UNESCO Chair in Reorienting Education Towards Sustainability. A special thank you to Director Ayaz and Dr. Shaukat for the opportunity to bring greetings and to congratulate the University of Education, Lahore, once again hosting this celebration of the UN International Day of Education. The International Day of Education, held each year on the 24th of January, is an occasion to educate both educators and the general public on education's contribution to addressing large issues of great common concern, to mobilize the political will to address these issues in a local context, and to seek the needed resources for education to address these global problems. Hopefully, it is also an occasion to celebrate and reinforce the achievements of humanity that were brought on by education and training. And we as educators can be proud of our contribution to education's betterment of society. This year, the focus of the International Day is on learning for lasting peace. The theme emphasizes the importance of peace with regard to our shared movement towards sustainability. Of course, sustainable development in all regions of the world only becomes possible with sustainable peace. The challenge for formal education systems is once again then to bring a global initiative such as Learning for Lasting Peace into the local context, ensuring cultural appropriateness, relevance, and meaningfulness for all learners of all ages from preschool to university. Educators' skills to interpret global themes and events and tailor them to meet local realities and needs are called upon in cities, towns, and rural villages all around the world. And globally, educators are continuously learning and communicating with one another to seek new, effective ways to address peace through personal, collective, and even planetary well-being. They build on existing programs of peaceful conflict resolution, reducing violence and discrimination against race, religion, or gender and sexual orientation, to only name a few, and of course, the hurtfulness of bullying. But as well as addressing the negative head-on, education will address the positive aspects of seeking lasting peace and of promoting intercultural understanding through meaningful dialogue. It will develop the knowledge and skills of promoting care and compassion for peaceful coexistence with nature. It must accentuate and purposefully develop the positive aspects of relationships with the unknown others, with whom we hopefully will share the planet in a culture of peace. So I wish you well with the events of the day, and may the inspirations arising from today become lasting compassion, a compassion to include the pursuit of peace as a foundation to all aspects of quality education. Thank you.
Good morning again from York University. My name is Katrin Kohl, and I'm the coordinator of the UNESCO Chair in Reorienting Education Towards Sustainability. I also serve as the global focal point for SDG 4, Sustainable Development Goal 4 on quality education, and the Higher Education and Research for Sustainable Development Cluster for the International Association of Universities. In Canada, we often acknowledge the Indigenous lands that we are on. Today, I am joining from the area known as Takaronto that has been caretaken by the Anishinaabeg Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat. Takaronto is home to many First Nation, Inuit, and Métis communities. Together, we acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. It is my pleasure to bring warm greetings to you as well from halfway around the world on this International Day of Education, focused on learning for lasting peace. This call for educating for lasting peace coincides with a global movement to transform education, to serve the individual learner, but also to become more of a public, a common good. Addressing societal needs and certainly peace is and will remain a global need. Peace, along with the other four P's of planet, people, prosperity, partnership, has been identified by the United Nations as one of the 5 dimensions of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development that includes the 17 SDGs that are so well known. Peace has risen in importance in recent years, as we are seeing a surge of violence and conflict at all levels, from war between countries to an alarming rise of discrimination, racism, and hate speech at the local level. Entangled with urgent and growing numbers of climate-related crises and tremendous inequalities globally and locally. But peace in the 21st century is now being recognized as not only the absence of war, violence, and conflict. It is also a positive, a participatory and dynamic process that nurtures our ability to value human dignity and take care of ourselves, each other, and the planet we share. In this pursuit, education is once again identified as a key enabler of a more sustainable future for all who share Mother Earth. And despite all the challenges and crises, it is important and worthwhile to remain hopeful and share the hope of learning with others. Education in all of its forms and dimensions, in and out of schools, shapes how we see the world and treat one another. And it can and it should be a pathway to constructing lasting peace. Educators contribute in crucial ways, translating global events into the local context, framing it into the curriculum, ensuring relevance and meaningfulness for all students. Today is the day to celebrate the importance of what education can do for a better world and to acknowledge the role of all educators that can make a difference delivering a quality education. Your work is so important. A special thanks to Professor Sadia Shaukat for always staying in touch and for building bridges. Again, my congratulations on holding the ceremony. May it be a milestone in your personal and collective learning journey, and best wishes for the year ahead.